All right, so now that you guys are familiar with frequency distributions, here are some frequency distributions from the class survey that you guys took a couple weeks ago. How do you feel about math? So this was a question in the survey, and here it is organized into a frequency distribution. So in our first column, we have the variable itself, which is the different answers to this question. So as the question, the different values it could take on, or the different observations that we could see in the sample, are those answers to the question. So you could have answered, I love it, oh boy. You could have answered, I like it, I guess. You could have answered, it's okay. You could have answered, I'm not a fan, but I'll do it if I have to. And you could have answered, I would rather gouge both eyes out with a spoon and eat them than do math. And what you can see in the class here is that we have 4 people who said they loved it, 6 people who like it, 6 people who think it's okay, 22 people who are not a fan, but they'll do it if they have to, and 15 of you guys would rather be gouging your eyes out with a spoon and eating them than you would be doing math like we are right now. So that's how you read a frequency distribution, and you can see in this example, 53 people answered that survey question. So more than 53 people took the survey total, but we have 53 answers to the question, so that total there refers to the number of people who answered the question and therefore are included in our frequency distribution. Just a couple more fun examples here. Would you rather kill someone and have no one know, or kill no one but have everyone think you did? And here, 26 people in the class answered that they would rather kill somebody and have nobody know. 22 people answered that they would rather kill nobody but have everybody think they did. And that means that 48 people total answered the question in this survey. And just as a quick note, I love this question. I ask it every semester. I have for several years now. And it's always split right down the middle. So half the people in the class will always rather kill somebody and have nobody know, and then half the class would always rather kill nobody but have everybody think you did. So yeah, I think that's just a fun fact about humanity or something. All right, and one more quick example here. Would you rather marry somebody attractive who has a terrible personality, or marry somebody ugly who has a great personality? And as you can see here, of the 50 people who answered this question, 43 of you guys would go with the uggo with the great personality, and then 7 people would rather just marry somebody attractive. So these are frequency distributions from the class data. All right, so some of what we're going to do now is talk about different types of frequency distributions and different things you can add to frequency distributions to give you different kinds of information. And our next stop is going to be something called relative frequency distributions. And what a relative frequency distribution is just a frequency distribution that includes the percent or proportion of observations that fall in each of the different categories. So here I'm going to go back to the document camera and show you guys how to add percent or proportion to your frequency distribution. And the key thing about a relative frequency distribution is that it just tells you relative to the number of observations you have, how is the data broken up between the different variable attributes you can have. All right, so with that in mind, we're going to hop right back over to the document camera and add percent and proportion to the frequency distribution that we just made over there.